Check, 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 check. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? So, if you don't know, live videos, whenever I do them, they will not be immediate start because there's always lag when you're doing live videos from what I see and what you guys see. So, just keep that in the back of your heads because I'm going to be doing a lot of these videos over the weekend, cutting to you guys when there is breaking news regarding the Carolina Panthers. So, most importantly, thank you for watching. Let me see who's joining me here. So, let me get a few things out the way. There's going to be a little echo that you hear right now. Sorry about it, but just got all this new equipment in the studio for the first time. We'll work on the echo, I promise, but you should be able to hear me loud and clearly, which is most important, that you can hear me. So, we're going to get into this. I'm going to talk just for a second to give some people a chance to log on here and join us live. Maybe we'll do another live broadcast tonight for the people who wasn't able to join in. And definitely we'll do another video when they go to the 53. So they got about, what's the math on that, 13 more moves. Then we'll do another one once they announce the practice squad people on Sunday. So let me first give a little story. I like to be personal with all the covers that I have. And I confess, I'm not going to try to hide it. I'm one of the most, I don't know, in touch with your feelings kind of reporters, sympathetic reporters out there. You always hear about how hard cut day is for everybody. And I'm going to just tell you, somebody that got cut today, I knew it was coming, but I didn't want to break the news because they hadn't communicated with me yet about something. I'll be honest, I'm still getting used to this, getting insider information, talking to players and et cetera. And I was like, something could be going on. So, you know, it's definitely tough, man. I couldn't imagine what it's like for these guys, their families and et cetera as they go through this. But, you know, just like I'm gonna continue to learn how to deal with it and work my information to get you guys accurate news, I'm sure they'll continue to work with it and have fun and continue on to that venture. So nevertheless, kind of bumble through what I want to say there, right? Let me give a few what's ups. Well, let me know how you like the broadcast, right? Let me know how you like it. This is live, 5:07 right now, Eastern time. We're gonna talk about these roster cuts. Want to hear from you guys, see what you had to say, and like the broadcast if you enjoy it. Helps people find out about me, helps players come on the show, which I'm aggressively pursuing to get more players on the show, doing lots of stuff. Subscribe, hit the notifications. So if you're watching this recorded, if you had to hit the notification, you would have known, could have joined in and asked some questions. And let's go ahead and get into a few of these things that I'm seeing right now on here. And if you guys see me look away for a second, don't fret. I'm just trying to get used to all this stuff, make sure it all works as I need it to work. Mr. Timoney, 1993. I'm glad they moved on from Cap. So you know what? What's up, Ron? Margaret is a game day co-host, so she will not be in other videos outside of game day. There may be some times where she gets to jump in on other broadcasts, but she's really right now just hired to be game day co-host. But I'll tell her what's up and appreciate you asking about her. So, what's up, Michael Pasca, Ali Baldwin? Good job, keep up the great work. They could have traded Cap to Dallas for an extra 5th rounder. So let me go ahead and, again, my reporting style is just real candid, real simple. I'm just, you know, I hope you guys appreciate it. I have been saying for a while that I hope they let Cap go, and I'll explain. For years, I feel like this team has not treated Cap fairly. I feel like they have really hostage this guy by keeping him on the team but not letting him do anything. Saying that they would give him opportunities, activating him, and giving him 1 or 2 carries. It's just been a lot of like crazy stuff in there, you know, many press conferences where they're talking about using him and opportunities for. So, you know, I don't know if technically he didn't perform to what they were looking for. He'd do good in practice, didn't get into the game, disappoint. I'm not going to analyze it that deeply, but I would just say it just seems like, for me, I want them to go ahead and let him go because I just didn't feel like they ever fit, both sides fit well enough to maximize what they were trying to do. So to see Cap let go, for me, is good in that he will get a fresh opportunity to move on and advance his career. Hope that makes sense. You can certainly disagree, leave some comments if you do, but that is exactly why I am glad to see Cap gone. And somebody said, I see that they could have traded him to another team. You know, I just don't feel like there was enough tape out there for them to really do that, because the one thing that I really, again, didn't like how it worked, not saying he was the best player or the worst player, but just how they kept bringing him in, but then wouldn't play him. And then even when they re-signed him, I'm like, that still doesn't mean anything for me based on how the relationship with Cap has been over these I think this was entering his 5th year with the team. So I don't think they just had enough tape to trade him to somebody else. You know, a guy like Joey, he's played all preseason. He's gotten a lot of attention for that. He's been the only kicker that's been kicking. So he has plenty of tape and situations for people to analyze him for right now. But Cap, again, 4 years, not much playing time. You kind of like, something, you know, you could be like Trey Bolson talked about this when he didn't get signed for a while. That outsiders could be looking in saying, what's going on? This guy's been on a team, never gets cut, but he never plays. Maybe something's wrong, and they got kind of got to stay away from him. So keep that into consideration as well. Looking over some of these comments here. What's up, Anthony Logan? Ron Shockey, I think Cap is going to do great on another team. I feel the same way you do. I think he has a potential, I guess. He's just on the wrong team. Yeah, it's just one of those, I really feel like it's one of those fit things. Cap will be on somebody's 53-man roster. All right, always rooting for Cap, but it never seemed like the front office ever trusted him to be a true backup. Yeah, it was, it was so many times. I remember when, I'm going to forget the guy's name that played for us, and we let him go after like 3 or 4 games, and then he ended up playing for the Rams. C.J. Anderson. C.J. Anderson was released, and then, hey, opportunity for Cap, or Jonathan Stewart a couple years ago get hurt. Hey, Cap, and you wouldn't see anything except for this guy on kickoff returns. And, yeah, so Maggie's watching. What's up, Maggie? I know you're tired, man. I was tired too. Let me tell you, and I'm going to get sidetracked as we talk, but I'm going to come back on again. I like to give backside information about media life. It was tough, man. I think me and Maggie get home. When it's a late game, I think we were lucky to get home like around 1 a.m. And then you got to get back up. You know, we're small business, small operation. We got to get right back up 6:30, get back at it, and do what we do. So I know you're tired, Maggie. I'm a little tired, but hey, I'm bringing it to y'all this year, as I promised. All right, so we've been on for a few minutes. I think I'm going to go ahead and get into this list. All right, I won't keep you waiting. Panthers today have made some roster moves. Let's go ahead and start with the biggest one of all. Let's go ahead and start with Gano and him being placed on injured reserve. Got a little statement I want to share with you guys from the team regarding that, if I can find it. All right, give me a second to find it. What on earth did I just do with that quick? All right. For some reason, I must have deleted that email super quick, which is pointless. All right, here we go. Both Graham and the team were optimistic throughout this process that his leg would improve enough to allow him to kick. This is what General Manager Marty Herney said. Unfortunately, Graham still had pain in his plant leg each time he tried to resume kicking. These are tough decisions, and we discussed all options, but ultimately we decided to place Graham on injured reserve today. So that's kind of what you were starting to hear from some reliable sources yesterday, that injured reserve was a possibility for Graham. In a nutshell, that means 6 weeks. He is put on the shelf, and Joey Sly, which if you hadn't watched my conversation with him yesterday, I think I'm going to put up the full audio because it was pretty cool, some things we talked about. Today he is supposedly out playing golf with his dad and probably doing some cartwheels if he's on the court at this moment. But let's go ahead. I'm going to bring up this first list of players that were waived, all right? Thank you guys for patiently listening to all that others taught before we got to this. All right, first up, let's look at it. Terminated, vested, veteran. That means something specific. I forgot to look it all up, but in a nutshell, these guys are no longer with the team. Cameron Artis Payne, 5 years of experience. Andrew DePolia, Lorenzo Doss, cornerback. Tyler Heineke, Aldrich Robinson. Those are the guys with a bit of experience that we did release from the team. We talked about Cameron Artis Payne, Tyler Heineke. A lot of people were sad that he's gone because it's part of the tough part of the business when there's a good guy, but he just didn't do enough to make this roster. And in my opinion, when we go to look at a guy like Taylor Heineke, and why he didn't make the team, I feel like it's one of those things where going back to tape, which just basically equals how much information do you have to evaluate this guy. I feel like the Panthers had a lot of information about Taylor, and they know what he is. Whatever they're rating him, let's just throw a number out there, 0 out of 100. Let's say you're rating Taylor at an 80. Okay, you've seen him, you know what he's going to be. He's an 80. And he's been with you. How many years Taylor's been with us? Taylor's been with us he's been a pro for 4 years. So 4 years. But then you got Will Greer, rookie. Very, very high trajectory on what he could be. And then you got Allen, which let's see if I can quickly find how long Allen's been out there on the roster or as a pro. I know if I don't say the information right, you guys will kill me. Kyle, did I say Taylor Allen? If I did, you guys are probably already killing me. Kyle Allen, he is 3 years in, 2 years in? 2 or 3 years in is what Kyle is. So that, in my opinion, is the reason why you have a guy like Heineke who we moved on from. And keep in mind that he's already rumored to go, Taylor's not rumored to go, he's been looked at by another team already. Let me see if I can find that information for you all really quickly. And as I continue to do more of these, I will have my facts a little bit quicker for you guys, but I am a one-man operation, so bear with me on that. But Taylor Heineke is rumored to have getting a good look with the Colts, so he'll be reunited with Devin Funchess. I'll let you guys have fun with that in the comments. I don't mean anything about it by saying that other than I'm just poking the bear a little bit. All right, let me check out the comments here, and then I'll move on to the next one. List that we got of cuts. See what you guys are saying, because I like to have very interactive videos. So let me look through what you all have been saying here. Injured plant leg. I'm about to take a nap. Heineke getting a workout this soon lets us know we messed up. What dropped him from backup QB last year to QB4 this year? Yeah, like Timmy, just maybe what Mr. T Money. I'm sorry. Perhaps what I just said answers your question about Heineke. Just you got some guys behind him they probably feel like they have a higher ceiling with. Gano out for the year because we didn't put him on 53 first. I'm not sure of that, but I'll look into what that means. Heineke played better than Allen every game. He's better on backup. Heineke is being cut in the same. Facts might be Chris. You guys got jokes. All right. So just wanted to catch up through some of the comments that were out there, and I'm gonna go ahead and move on. Please, let's talk. That's what all my live videos were. If I didn't want to engage you guys, I would just record a video, put it out there, let you listen to me, blah, blah, blah. But my thing is interaction, engaging. I work for you. You'll hear me say it over and over again. What that means is take your questions, answer them, and when possible, go directly to those players and coaches and ask those questions. So let's go ahead and move on to some more of this list. We got a big one here. These are the guys with less experience. We're going to go with 3 years or less experience. Run through these: Brandon Bell, linebacker; Tyler Catalina, guard; Parker Collins, center; Corn Elder, cornerback; Woodrow Hamilton, defensive tackle; Taylor Hearn, guard; Cole Hunt, tight end; Damian Jean-Pierre, wide receiver; Andre Leveron, wide receiver; Jaden Mickens, wide receiver; Ryan Pulley, cornerback; Rashad Ross, that one might catch some of you guys off guard, wide receiver; Jason Vanderland, tight end; no surprise, Antoine Williams; John Yarbaugh. So for me, on that list, let me tell you who I didn't see. Norman Price, which has been hurt. He's a lineman. Probably don't know too much about him, but me and him have some things in common, so I have been following him. This is actually his second stint with the Panthers. He was on the team last year, got cut, didn't make the 53-man or the practice squad. They brought him back right at the beginning of training camp when they released, I forget the guy that's local to Charlotte, like basically as soon as that guy checked in, they had to let him go. But anyway, we'll keep you updated on that. Corn Elder is one that stands out from this list. Also, who's not on this list that stands out to me is DeAndrew White. I talked to him as well last night after the game. Please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell notification so we can interact. But I talked with DeAndrew White last night after the game. He's a receiver that, has 6 targets, almost 100 yards, and looked really good. I love these guys, in particular Samuel and DJ Moore, how they run after the catch. And I hadn't seen that same style from anybody yet. And I saw, and everybody can have their own style. I'm not saying that's the only style of a wide receiver that works, but I saw a lot of that in DeAndrew. Elijah Holyfield is not on this list. Jordan Scarlett is not on this list. So again, there's still about 13 guys that will be let go before tomorrow at 4 p.m. is the deadline. So again, I'm gonna go back and look and see what you all have to say. If you're saying anything. Chris, the man of the people. What's up, Cody? What's your biggest concern on the team right now? Mine is left tackle and left guard. Cody, I will get into some of those types of things after we get our final roster after Sunday. Right now there's so many moving parts and so much information I'm trying to move you guys. Hadn't had a chance to talk about, think deeply about those, but stay tuned, I'll get into some more of that. Do I think Holyfield's gonna make it? I still don't think Holyfield will make it. I really feel like Holyfield will be, so my prediction had been that if we keep Armah, we only need to release one running back, which would be Cameron Artis-Payne. And then I felt like Holyfield would go practice squad. Still how I feel at this moment. Let me go through a few other things. Awesome video. Appreciate you, Spaghetti and Meatball. I'm telling you, tell me one person that has the quality of live video like what you're watching now. And I got a lot of stuff. If you're enjoying the quality and the sound, well, there's an echo in this room that I gotta fix. But if you're enjoying the quality of this video, the interaction, subscribe. I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff that I'm gonna do. Can't jump the gun because whatever. Let me stay focused. I'm happy about all the new equipment. Jared Norris and David Mayo survived. David Mayo's on a different team, so I'm not sure what you're talking about, but we all make mistakes. I ain't gonna make fun of you or anything like that. Love is the best. I like Holyfield. I really love the running back room. Along with up, Holyfield going on practice squad. Love is good, right? All right. So we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. Share the broadcast, retweet the broadcast, leave a comment, hit the like button, show some support. Hey, and it's almost that time. You know, I work for you guys. You support me, meaning you guys. Your super chats is what helps pay for all this that's going on. I have no sponsors at all, unlike pretty much every other media that you perhaps know about here locally. So I do need you guys' support. Keep that in mind. I'm not gonna start asking yet. Wait till the regular season. I'm gonna need you. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the list of people that have been waived so far. Didn't mean to not show you my face for a minute. Let me show you my face. Let me go ahead and go back to this last slide here. Wave injured. We got Kofi. I'm not even gonna say it. You guys can see who he is on the screen. And Damian Parms were waived. Injured reserve player Gano, Kit O'Brien. Give me just 1 second, everybody, as you tune in. All right, so I appreciate, you know what? I appreciate how smart my followers are, because you guys help fill in some information as I go to connect the dots. Yes, Gano being placed on injured reserve without making a 53-man roster means that Gano will not see the field at all 2019 season for the Carolina Panthers. Could he make it with another team? Those details I do not know, but let me go ahead and repeat this. And again, thanks for my subscribers being as smart as you guys are. Typically when you guys say something I know, there's probably some truth to it. So again, Gano was placed on injured reserve prior to being placed on the 53-man roster. So by NFL rules, that means he is ineligible for the 2019 season. I don't know what that means if we completely cut him. Can he go to another team? I have no clue. I would kind of feel like they wouldn't let him go because they would have just, I don't know. Who knows? We'll go into all that details later. Just know for 2019, Joey Sly is going to be our kicker. So there's some clarification on that. And let's see what else we got to talk about here. Probably be on for another few minutes. All right. What we got? Don't forget to like the videos. Yeah, appreciate it. Are you going to the South? Are you going to the South Carolina and North? I don't know what you mean by your question there, Dante, if that was for me. Any chance we cut Vernon Butler? I feel good about Vernon Butler making the roster. Good in the sense not that he's great, but I just feel good at his chances to make the roster. When are we getting a new stadium? There's been talks of putting a dome on the stadium, but you know, any new stadium stuff is probably going to be at least 5 years, 10 years away. I think all the stars are aligning for Sly. The dude hit a 59-yard goal and it still had room to go further. Couldn't come at a better time since Graham is on IR. I agree. Yeah, Gano out for the season. Yeah. Another guy that I personally like quite a bit. I don't know if I can reach out to him or not. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I talked about my relationship with players and how I get information, and still learning how some of those dynamics work. It's almost like dating, you know. Should I call? Should I not call? Can I text? What can I do? But that's certainly a good guy that, in my opinion, something bad has happened to. Part of life, something we all can can have experience at some point for something. I mean the football game, South Carolina and North Carolina. Oh, college football? No, I don't cover college football, so I will not be attending any of that. And yeah, so that'll be it for now. Appreciate everybody for watching. Hope you liked the video. There's lots more coming over the weekend. You're gonna see me go live from many different places, but the quality that you're seeing will always be there and be on point. Leave your comments below if you're watching the rebroadcast and didn't have a chance to talk to me live. I will get to it. Everybody have a good weekend till we meet again.